Hey there and welcome back. Are you ready for your cross training day? Well, that's what we're doing today. It's slightly different than what we are used to. Today we're going to do 35 seconds each. It's going to go from a muscle building exercise to a cardio exercise and back and forth 7 times. And then we're going to take a 35-second rest. And then we start over and repeat 2 more times for a total of 15 minutes. Are you ready? Our exercises are Sumo Squats, then march in place, then walk out shoulder taps, and then march in place, and then Supermans, and then march in place, and then butterfly squats, and then a rest. Are you ready? Now, sometimes people do have a little bit of trouble with the walkout shoulder taps. If you do, you can just walk out and walk back up, or you could just do shoulder taps, or you could just do push-ups or push-ups from your knees, whatever works for you. Are you ready? Let's set our timers. Set your watch because it doesn't count if your watch doesn't count it, as you know what I usually say. All right, that baby is going. My timer is set. We're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sumo squats. Legs are out, and we're gonna press up. Press out and up. I like to put my arms out just for a little extra balance so I can get that booty back there. And then after this, we go to march in place. Remember, this is only 35 seconds this round. Hold those abs in. You know why we hold the abs in? Because tiny efforts equals total health. When you hold those abs in, when you're exercising, or pretty much any time throughout the entire day, or when you're walking, it helps strengthen the core and that lower back. March in place. After this, we're gonna do walk out shoulder taps, or with the modification of just push-ups, or knee push-ups, or just walkouts, or just shoulder taps, whatever works for you. Want to take a look at Captain Domino here? Coach Domino! Hi, buddy, you helping us out? Are we getting our exercise in today? Look at him, little cock in his head, so cute. Talk about motivation right there, right? All right, a few more seconds and we're gonna do walkout shoulder taps. 3, 2, 1. Bend over, touch the floor. Walk out with your hands. Shoulder tap, walk it back. And squeeze at the top. Do it again. Walk out, shoulder tap, walk back. And up, squeeze that tush at the top. Walk out, shoulder tap, and walk back. All right. We're gonna get progressively more difficult during this 28-day program or 1-month program, and march in place. And one of these days we're gonna do walk out, shoulder tap, push up, and walk it back. So always gonna keep increasing our difficulty so we can keep working our body, challenging our body, and getting in better and better shape, which means better and better health. All right, after this, we're gonna do Supermans. If you have trouble with Supermans, you're gonna go to Bird Dog, and I'll show you both of those. This is a great way to keep the heart rate up. And on the floor, I'm gonna do Supermans, hard with the ball cap. Should have taken that off, but my hair's a disaster underneath, so not gonna take it off. Now, if you cannot do Supermans, you're gonna do bird dogs instead. Still works that posterior chain all along the back of your body. If you can, do Superman. All right, few more. All right, back up on our feet. March in place. All right, one more exercise after this, which is butterfly crunches. If those are difficult, just do a regular crunch or a sit-up. All right, and I'll show you what they are if you've never done them before. Basically, it's your feet are together, knees are out, and you do a crunch up. All right, a few more seconds of this. Remember, march at your own pace. If this is too aggressive, you can always just step out too. All right, feet together, lay back, crunch up. This makes it so you're isolating your abdominals a little bit more, and you're not using your hip flexors. That's what keeping those legs out does. Or you can put your hands behind your head, or you can do a forward reach. This works a little bit better for me for isolation and balance. And we're on a break, so catch your breath. Heart rate, that first round is already up to 102. All right, I'm gonna get back on my feet because that's where we're gonna start. And I'm gonna take a sip of water. 2 more rounds. And then your workout for the day is done. All right, about 10 more seconds. And we're gonna go back to sumo squats. So slow down that breathing. All right, back into sumo squats and go. And down and up, down and up. Okay, go at your own pace. Remember, watch your knees. You want your knees to go outside of the big toe, towards the pinky toe. You do not want your knees to cave in because that's where your knees are the weakest and it puts too much weight and pressure on them, and that's where injuries occur. So keep those knees nice and wide. Not inside the toe, but outside the toe. March in place. Again, after this, walk out shoulder taps, and then back to march in place. So march, march. Did you play band? Do you marching band or anything in high school? Just like that, you are just practicing marching. All right, this is kind of like an active rest. This isn't as difficult as the muscle training exercises. Great opportunity to slow down that breathing and catch your breath. And if you ever notice that you're out of breath, slow it down by breathing into a count of 3 and out to a count of 3. Walk out shoulder taps. Great idea to hold the core in tight, because again, tiny efforts equals total health. Walk it back up, squeeze the tush. Walk out, shoulder tap, walk back up. How's your weather today? We've got kind of cold and windy today. And march in place. After this, back on the floor to Superman's. Slow down that breathing. And remember, you can just do a little tap in front too. If march in place is too hard, you really just want to keep that body moving. Even if you just want to walk in circles, that works too. Just keep the body moving, even during the non-muscle exercises. On the floor for Supermans. Or bird dog. Up and down. Flying like Superman. It's only 35 seconds, so you can do this. Great for the shoulders, upper back, lower back, buns and legs. Another great full body exercise to keep the whole body moving. 3, 2, 1, back up on our feet. March in place. And after this is butterfly crunches, and our second round is done. Keep that heart rate up. Get those knees high. Pump those arms. One exercise left. You got this. And after this, there's only one round left. So you're 2/3 of the way through. 3, 2, 1, on the floor. Butterfly crunches. I like my arms in front. All right, 35 seconds. You can muscle through this. Count it down. See how many you can squeak in during that 35-second round. All right, you're halfway there. Almost done. After this, we get a break and rest. Okay, 1 round left, and then this whole 15-minute workout is done. Slow down that breathing. My heart rate is up to about 115 right now, which is great. I started off at only 100, so I'm already challenging my body, making it work a little bit harder with each round. So you're doing great. Keep it going. Catch some water. All right, get back into sumo squat position. We're starting in about 5 seconds. And go. Down and up. Down, hold the abs in. Squat down, squeeze the buns up. Squat down and up. Last time doing this, so give it everything you got. Last sumo squats of the day. All right, home stretch. After this, we march in place. And after that, we walk out shoulder tap. All right, almost there. Go down parallel to the floor if you can, and march in place. All right, pump it extra hard this time. Get those arms going. Get those legs going. If you're new, go ahead and just tap it out. Okay, just tap it out. If marching in place is too hard, this keeps kind of both feet on the ground almost at all times. If that doesn't work, go ahead and march it in place. All right, after this is walk out shoulder taps. Last time. All right, 3, 2, 1, and walk out shoulder taps. Walk it out. Shoulder tap, walk it back. And squeeze the buns at the top. Back down. Those shoulder taps are great for the core and the lateral obliques because you're maintaining your center position while tapping the shoulders. You're trying not to sway from side to side, controlled position. All right, that one was last time, march in place. After this, we have Supermans or Bird Dog, whatever works for you. All right, my heart rate is going. I'm up to 120 now. Let's keep going. All right, you have Supermans and march in place, and then butterfly crunches, and you're done. So you're on the last half of the last round of the workout. All right, smile, breathe, Supermans onto the floor. Again, do bird dogs if you need to. Remember to breathe. If you can, try and regulate your breathing so that you're exhaling on the up and inhaling on the way down. All right, just a couple more. All right, you're almost there. March in place for the last time. Last march. After this is butterfly crunches, and we get to kiss this workout goodbye. All right, keep those arms pumping, get those legs up, pump those knees as high as you can. Again, if you can't, step it out. All right, but if you can, march it. Keep those knees up, get those arms pumping. 126 heart rate. See, every round I'm getting a little higher and a little higher, which means I'm working harder and harder. All right, last exercise, butterfly crunches. Work those abs. I don't know about you. I don't really care about having a 6-pack or a 4-pack. I just want a strong core. I just want no pain in the lower back. And this is a great way to achieve those goals. Strong lower back is super, super important. 3, 2, 1. The hard part is done. Now we just get to stretch a little bit. We worked pretty much the whole body, so bend over, touch the toes. You know how this goes. All right. Just go as far down as you can. If you can only reach your shins, that's fine. You'll work up to it. All right, grab one foot, put it in your hand, press that knee to the floor, press the hips forward, switch legs. This is great for balance. Hold in that core. We did some upper body work, so cross the arm over the chest or in front of the chest. Stretch, stretch, stretch. A few more seconds. Release, other side. Oh, that feels good on the shoulders. Okay. That's it. Congratulations, you made it through cross training. I hope you had a good time. Hope you had your heart rate up. Hope you feel like you've strengthened your body and are ready to start again. And remember, with everything that you do, tiny efforts equals total health. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.